Did you know that nearly 64% of Americans drink coffee every single day? But have you ever stopped to wonder why your morning brew makes you feel like a productivity superhero at work? This isn't just about the caffeine buzz, it's rooted in some fascinating science. Imagine tapping into that focus boost not just by luck, but by understanding exactly how and why it works. Today, we're diving deep into the surprising ways coffee can transform your workday. From the chemical reactions, firing up your brain to real-world examples of productivity peaks, you'll uncover secrets that could make every task feel a little easier. So, are you ready to unlock the full potential of your next cup? Caffeine's role in boosting focus starts deep within your brain cells. When you drink coffee, caffeine acts like a mimic of adenosine, a molecule that makes us feel tired. Caffeine competes with adenosine for receptors on our neurons. By blocking these receptors, caffeine prevents the feeling of fatigue and increases alertness. Studies show that moderate caffeine intake can enhance cognitive performance by up to 30%, making tasks seem easier and more manageable. Consider a morning where you've had your coffee. You feel sharper, more awake. This is because the blocked adenosine allows for increased neurotransmitter activity like dopamine and norepinephrine, which boost energy and mood. As we delve deeper into how this impacts our workday next, let's explore how these chemical changes translate to tangible benefits in productivity. Starting your day with a cup of coffee can set the tone for enhanced focus and productivity. Consider this. A study by the National Institutes of Health found that workers who drank 3 cups of coffee daily were 13% less likely to be fatigued at work compared to those who didn't drink any. Picture this scenario. Sarah, an accountant, swears by her morning cuppa. She reports feeling more alert and able to tackle complex tasks with ease after her first sip. The caffeine in coffee blocks adenosine receptors in the brain, which helps reduce fatigue and increase alertness. This boost can last for several hours, making your workday feel smoother from start to finish. Understanding how a simple morning routine like drinking coffee can impact your overall performance is just the beginning of uncovering other habits that could enhance your workday even further. Coffee doesn't just wake you up, it actually interacts with your brain's neurotransmitters to enhance focus. One key player here is dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. When you drink coffee, caffeine blocks adenosine receptors in your brain, leading to an increase in dopamine levels. This boost can make tasks feel more rewarding and enjoyable. Adrenaline also plays a role. It's triggered by the presence of caffeine and helps heighten alertness and reaction time. Consider this. Studies show that caffeine consumption can improve cognitive performance by up to 10%, which is why many people find they're more focused after their morning cup. Understanding how these neurotransmitters work together sets the stage for exploring other ways coffee impacts our daily productivity. Caffeine doesn't directly increase dopamine levels, but it works through a clever indirect mechanism. When you sip that morning coffee, caffeine blocks adenosine receptors in your brain. Adenosine usually slows down neural activity and makes you feel sleepy. By blocking these receptors, caffeine allows for an uptick in other neurotransmitters like dopamine. Dopamine is crucial for motivation and focus. Studies show that even a moderate dose of caffeine can enhance cognitive performance by 10 to 20%. Take the example of athletes who often use caffeine to boost their performance. This effect isn't just physical but mental too, thanks to increased dopamine. This surge in dopamine helps you feel more alert and focused at work. Now, let's dive into how this heightened focus translates into real productivity gains. Caffeine, found in coffee, triggers a chain reaction that starts deep within our adrenal glands. When you sip your morning brew, caffeine blocks adenosine receptors, which then stimulates the release of adrenaline. This surge of adrenaline is what gives you that sudden boost of energy and alertness. Studies show that just 200 milligrams of caffeine can increase adrenaline levels in the blood by up to 50%, making you feel more awake and focused. Consider a typical cup of coffee containing about 95 milligrams of caffeine. 2 cups could significantly enhance your focus throughout the workday. This heightened state of alertness is why so many professionals rely on their morning java to kickstart productivity. As we dive deeper into how this chemical interaction affects our brain chemistry, you'll see even more reasons why coffee is a go-to for getting things done. While coffee can be a fantastic way to boost focus during the workday, it's important to consider its impact on sleep. Did you know that caffeine has a half-life of about 5 hours? This means that if you drink a cup of coffee at 3 p.m., by 8 p.m., only half of the caffeine will have been eliminated from your system. This lingering effect can disrupt your sleep patterns. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that consuming caffeine up to 6 hours before bedtime significantly reduced total sleep duration. Sleep disturbances can lead to a vicious cycle where you feel more tired during the day and rely even more on coffee, further disrupting your nighttime rest. Consider how this might affect professionals who work late into the evening or have irregular schedules. As we dive deeper, let's look at some practical tips for managing caffeine intake without compromising your sleep quality. Caffeine is a powerful stimulant that can significantly disrupt your sleep patterns. Consider this: just 200 milligrams of caffeine, about 2 cups of coffee, is enough to delay your body's internal clock by about 40 minutes. This means if you drink coffee late in the day, it could push back your bedtime and make it harder for you to fall asleep. Take a look at a study where participants consumed 400 milligrams of caffeine up to 6 hours before bed. They experienced significant disruptions in their sleep quality compared to when they didn't consume any caffeine. The effects were so noticeable that many reported feeling less rested the next day, impacting their overall productivity and focus. Understanding these impacts is crucial as we navigate our daily coffee consumption. Knowing how caffeine interacts with your body can help you make informed decisions about timing your intake for optimal results without sacrificing sleep quality. Individual sensitivity to caffeine can vary greatly from person to person. Consider this: a cup of coffee might keep one person energized for hours, while another may only feel a slight buzz or even no effect at all. This variability is due in part to genetic differences that affect how our bodies process caffeine. For instance, about 40% of the population has a gene variant that makes them metabolize caffeine faster than others. Take someone like this. They might need more coffee to achieve the same focus boost as those who metabolize it slower. Understanding your own sensitivity can be key to optimizing caffeine's benefits for work performance. Picture this: if you're a fast metabolizer, spacing out smaller doses throughout the day could help maintain steady focus without overwhelming spikes and crashes. If you're slow to process caffeine, a single morning cup might suffice. Knowing how your body reacts allows you to tailor your coffee consumption for maximum productivity. Next, we'll explore how timing your caffeine intake can further enhance its effects on focus and alertness. While coffee can be a powerful tool to boost focus and productivity, it's important not to overdo it. Consider this: consuming more than 400 milligrams of caffeine daily, which is roughly 4 cups of brewed coffee, can lead to negative effects like anxiety and insomnia. In fact, studies show that about 90% of adults in North America consume caffeine in some form every day. But the key is moderation. Take a look at how even small amounts can make a big difference. Just 1 cup can enhance alertness for up to 6 hours. Exceeding these limits can negate any benefits and cause more harm than good. As we delve deeper into this, let's explore how you can tailor your coffee intake to maximize its positive effects without crossing the line into overconsumption. Moderate caffeine consumption can actually enhance your work performance. Studies show that about 400 milligrams of caffeine per day, that's roughly 4 cups of coffee, can improve alertness and concentration without leading to negative side effects like jitteriness or anxiety. Take a look at a study published in the journal Neuropsychopharmacology, which found that moderate doses of caffeine can boost cognitive function by enhancing memory consolidation and improving reaction times. Interestingly, even small amounts can make a difference. Consider how just 75 milligrams of caffeine, the equivalent of about 1 cup, can significantly reduce the likelihood of making errors during tasks requiring sustained attention. This means you're not only more focused, but also more accurate in your work. Understanding these benefits helps us appreciate why so many professionals rely on coffee to get through their day efficiently and effectively, setting the stage for our next exploration into how caffeine affects different people based on genetics. Moderate coffee consumption can significantly enhance focus and productivity. A study from Harvard showed that people who drink 3 to 5 cups of coffee a day have a lower risk of cognitive decline compared to those who don't drink it at all. For optimal work performance, aim for about 2 cups of coffee in the morning. This amount has been found to boost alertness and concentration without causing jittery side effects. Consider this: a typical cup contains around 95 milligrams of caffeine, so drinking 2 cups will provide approximately 190 milligrams. That's enough to keep you focused throughout your workday, but not so much that it disrupts sleep later on. Picture this scenario at an office where employees maintain this moderate intake. They report feeling more energized and productive without the crashes often associated with higher consumption. As we dive deeper, let's explore how caffeine interacts with our brain chemistry to achieve these effects. While caffeine can significantly enhance focus and alertness, relying solely on it has its limitations. Studies show that about 90% of adults consume caffeine daily, often to maintain productivity. However, this reliance can lead to tolerance over time, diminishing effects with consistent use. Consider the scenario where you've been drinking coffee every morning for years. Soon, your body adjusts and requires more to achieve the same boost. This tolerance isn't just about needing more coffee, it can also lead to withdrawal symptoms like headaches when you skip a dose. Moreover, caffeine doesn't address underlying issues that might be affecting focus, such as poor sleep or an unhealthy diet. To truly optimize productivity, consider balancing your caffeine intake with other lifestyle changes. Next, we'll explore some of these alternatives and how they complement the benefits of coffee. While caffeine can give you that initial boost to focus, it's important to understand its limitations. Studies show that after about 4 hours, the effects of a single cup of coffee start to wear off. This is because your body develops a tolerance over time, and what once was a stimulating dose becomes less effective. Consider how many people rely on multiple cups throughout the day just to maintain their energy levels. A case in point is a study from the Journal of Applied Psychology that found workers who consumed caffeine experienced a decline in performance after about 4 hours, particularly when it came to complex tasks requiring sustained attention. To keep your focus sharp over longer periods, you need more than just caffeine. Incorporating breaks and varied activities can help maintain productivity. A balanced approach to caffeine can really enhance your workday. Consider how 58% of coffee drinkers report feeling more alert after their morning brew. But it's not just about drinking a lot. Moderation is key. Take the Pomodoro technique, where you drink a small cup of coffee before each focused work session, then take breaks to let its effects wear off. This way, you avoid the crash and keep your energy levels steady throughout the day. Picture this: you start with a 12-ounce cup in the morning, followed by short bursts of caffeine-free breaks every hour or so. It's all about timing and portion control. By maintaining this balance, you can sustain focus without over-relying on caffeine. Next, we'll explore how different types of coffee might affect your productivity differently. We've explored how caffeine blocks adenosine receptors, enhancing alertness and focus. Studies show that moderate coffee consumption can boost cognitive performance by up to 10%. But it's not just about caffeine. Antioxidants in coffee also play a key role in protecting brain cells from oxidative stress. Consider the Harvard School of Public Health study that found regular coffee drinkers had a lower risk of depression compared to non-drinkers. Now, as we wrap up this journey into the science behind why coffee boosts focus at work, let's reflect on how these insights can help us make smarter choices about our caffeine intake. Whether you're a barista in Seattle or an office worker in Tokyo, understanding these effects can optimize your productivity and well-being. Throughout our exploration of coffee's impact on focus, we've uncovered some fascinating insights. Caffeine, the active ingredient in your morning brew, blocks adenosine receptors in the brain, reducing feelings of fatigue and enhancing alertness. Studies show that moderate caffeine intake can boost cognitive performance by up to 30%, making it easier for you to concentrate and complete tasks efficiently. Consider a study published in the Journal of Applied Psychology, which found that coffee drinkers were more alert and had faster reaction times compared to their non-coffee drinking counterparts. Understanding these effects, we see why millions rely on their daily dose to kickstart productivity. But remember, balance is key. Excessive caffeine can lead to jitters and anxiety. As we move forward in our journey through the science of coffee, let's dive deeper into how you can optimize your consumption for peak performance without overdoing it. As we wrap up our exploration into the science behind coffee's focus-boosting effects, it's important to remember that individual sensitivity varies widely. For instance, a study published in the journal Neuropsychopharmacology found that genetic differences can influence how caffeine affects us, with some people experiencing heightened alertness and others feeling jittery or anxious. Consider your own reaction to caffeine before relying on coffee for focus at work. Take it slow, pay attention to how you feel, and adjust accordingly. Picture this: if a single cup of coffee gets you going, there's no need to drink more just because everyone else is. One striking case involves athletes. Many use caffeine strategically, but always start with small doses to understand their body's response. In our next segment, we'll dive into some practical tips for maximizing the benefits of coffee while minimizing its drawbacks. Thanks so much for sticking around to learn about how coffee boosts your focus. It's amazing to think that over 2 billion cups of coffee are consumed globally each day, all driven by its powerful effects on alertness and concentration. Did you know that caffeine can increase cognitive performance by up to 30% in tasks requiring attention? That's a significant boost for anyone trying to power through their workday. Before we wrap up, I hope this video has given you some fascinating insights into the science behind coffee's impact. If you found it helpful, consider sharing it with friends or colleagues who might enjoy learning about the surprising ways coffee can enhance focus and productivity. Stay tuned for more intriguing science content coming your way. Before we wrap up, I want to share a fascinating fact. Did you know that over 64% of Americans drink coffee every day? That's a lot of caffeine-boosting focus across millions of workplaces. And it doesn't stop there. Studies show that regular coffee consumption can improve cognitive function and memory retention by up to 20%. Imagine the productivity gains if everyone at your office had a cup in hand. If you found this as intriguing as I do, consider subscribing for more content like this. We delve into all sorts of surprising science behind everyday habits, from the effects of light on sleep patterns to how certain foods can boost brain power. Stay tuned for even more fascinating insights, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.